I'm planning to elope because my parents are trying to make me agree to letting my sister's boyfriend propose to my sister at my wedding. Let me back up because this didn't happen overnight. This is the result of 32 years of being the other daughter. My fiancé and I got engaged 14 months ago. We sat down together that same night and talked through what we actually wanted. Neither of us comes from money. He works in logistics. I'm a dental hygienist. We're comfortable, not wealthy, and a wedding had to fit what we had, not what anyone else imagined for us. We landed on something small. 30 people, immediate family, a handful of close friends, no frills. His grandparents have a property 40 minutes outside the city. Big backyard, old oak trees, a dock that stretches out over a lake. When they offered to host the ceremony, I cried. It was exactly right. My parents had a different reaction. My mom said it felt cheap. My dad said the family would be embarrassed. They offered to pay for a proper venue, a caterer, a DJ. We said no twice. The third time, my mom framed it as something she needed, that she'd dreamed of this since I was born. Please just let her do this one thing. My fiancé said it was my call. I said yes. I should have trusted my gut. Here's the part you need to understand before any of this makes sense. My sister is 4 years younger than me. When she was 10, she was diagnosed with leukemia. I was 12. My parents shielded me from most of it. I knew she was sick, but spent years not knowing how close we came to losing her. She was in treatment for almost 2 years. My parents nearly fell apart, and when she came out the other side, something shifted in our family that never shifted back. My sister didn't choose to get sick. I want to be clear about that. But she grew up knowing she was the center of the universe in our house. She's 28 now. We get along fine as adults, but the dynamic never changed. My parents never stopped compensating, and I never stopped being the one expected to be patient, to understand, to give ground. When my mom called 3 weeks before the wedding and asked me to come over, I didn't think much of it. I walked in, and my dad was there. My sister's boyfriend was there. My mom had made coffee and set out cookies like it was a casual Sunday visit. Something felt off, but I sat down. She started talking in that soft, careful voice she uses when she wants something. She'd been watching reels on Instagram, proposals at weddings. A bridesmaid's boyfriend gets down on one knee at the reception. People in the comments called it the most romantic thing they'd ever seen. She'd watched one video 40 times. My sister is my maid of honor. She wanted her boyfriend, sitting right across from me, nodding along, to propose to my sister at my reception. There was already a plan. I was supposed to give a speech at dinner, gesture toward my sister, and then her friends would do a choreographed dance to their favorite song before he got down on one knee. They had choreography, actual rehearsed choreography. I laughed. Not meanly, I just couldn't help it. I thought they were joking. My mom's expression told me they weren't. She said it would make the day twice as special, that my sister deserved this, that it was a way to share the joy. I said no, clearly and calmly. This is my wedding day. I'm not turning it into someone else's proposal. My mom's face changed. She told me I was selfish, ungrateful. She said she'd worked so hard on this wedding out of love, and the least I could do was extend some of that love to my sister who had been through so much. I said my sister surviving cancer as a child was not a reason to hand over my wedding day. My mom started crying and asked me to leave. That night, both she and my sister's boyfriend sent me separate texts telling me not to warn my sister. The plan was moving forward regardless. My fiancé was calm in the way he gets when something has genuinely made him furious. He asked what I wanted to do. I said I wanted to get married the way we originally planned. Small, at his grandparents' house, nobody doing a choreographed dance. Then I found out the venue was paid in full. No refunds, 3 weeks out. That wasn't an accident. They'd timed it perfectly, so I'd have no real option but to cave. So here's what we did. I called his grandparents. They said yes without hesitating. We moved the date up by 1 week, extended our honeymoon from 2 weeks to 3, leaving the morning after the ceremony. I reached out to our 20 closest people and told them there'd been a change. Every single one said they'd be there. My mom's venue is still booked, still paid for. I have no intention of telling her anything until after we're married. She finds out when she sees the photos. They can have their party. They can do the dance. I genuinely hope my sister says yes and has a beautiful night. I'll be on my honeymoon.